Judicial precedent. Does the Constitution change? Have you ever wondered how the law adapts over time without changing its core document? Today, we will tackle the question of whether the Constitution itself can change through judicial precedent. Judicial precedent is a key concept in the legal system. It means that courts follow previous decisions when faced with similar cases. This practice ensures that the law remains consistent and predictable. The principle behind this is called stare decisis, which translates to stand by things decided. However, it is important to note that judicial precedent does not change the Constitution. The Constitution can only be altered through a formal amendment process. This process is outlined in the Constitution itself and involves proposals by Congress or conventions, followed by ratification from the states. When courts interpret the Constitution, they may set precedents that clarify how its provisions apply in specific situations. These interpretations do not change the actual text of the Constitution. Instead, they help to expand or clarify its meaning over time. In the courtroom, judges relying heavily on precedent to guide their decisions. This is especially true in common law systems, where case law plays a significant role in shaping legal principles. When a court rules on a constitutional issue, that ruling becomes a precedent for future cases. Lower courts are required to follow these interpretations unless a higher court decides otherwise or the Constitution is formally amended. This system promotes legal stability while allowing for the interpretation of constitutional law to evolve. It is essential to understand that judicial precedent is binding on lower courts within the same jurisdiction. This means that all courts must apply the same interpretations of the Constitution. When a court makes a decision, it distinguishes between two parts of that decision. The binding part, known as ratio decidendi, sets the precedent. The other part, called Obiter Dicta, consists of comments that are not essential to the decision and do not carry the same weight. Precedents can be overruled or modified by higher courts if they are found to be incorrect or outdated. This means that while the application of constitutional provisions can change, the text of the Constitution itself remains unchanged. In summary, judicial precedent shapes how constitutional law is applied and understood in courtrooms. However, it does not change the Constitution. The authority of the Constitution remains fixed, only changeable through its formal amendment process. This ensures that while interpretations may evolve, the Constitution itself remains the supreme law of the land.